Do you have an AI agent? Why do flight crews get to cut in line at security? Take your headphones off or you're not getting a drink. All this next on Cabin Pressure with Shawn and G.
Prepare for takeoff.
Hey everyone, welcome. This is Cabin Pressure.
What's up, people? It's Shawn. What's up, man?
Nothing, man. What's going on with you?
We are, dude, I'm a chicken with his head cut off running around this freaking world right now. I got so much shit going on.
Your deck's done, though.
Yeah, my deck is done. No more pounding on episodes. So we got nobody in the background and all that stuff. Everything should be cool and clean. And
he's got a sweet looking deck.
Yeah, the deck turned out so nice. Although my wife doesn't seem like it's done yet.
Because man, we talked about this in the other podcast.
Yeah, like it's great. Like she sees this finished product and everything, and then she's looking at the structure underneath the deck, and so it's natural wood, and so now she's like, it doesn't look finished.
Remember we talked about that every single time. It's like, hey, what'd you think about this? Looks good, but yeah, it's not finished.
Yeah. And she's like, well, everybody else has theirs painted, or everybody else has their that looks finished.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
why does ours look like that?
Yeah, I'm like I'm building a maintenance-free deck.
And this thing is sweet. It really is.
And
it's
you don't want to paint wood, because what happens to paint on wood, it eventually peels and cracks and you have to repaint it. And so I don't want any more maintenance for the rest of my life. And pressured wood, you don't have to do anything to it.
Yeah, but like I was telling her, though, down a lot of times below decks, you know, people that have the decks that overlook on the ocean and everything.
Yeah.
So when you get it underneath it, it's rustic.
Right. I mean, it's
like
natural wood.
Look.
All the decks underneath are natural wood, but normally like they're lower to the ground. But like ours is, you know, a riser of a deck, like a first level. So
still, though, it's by water. You get your patio area is rustic looking.
I think it looks just fine. And that's what she looked at natural wood before, but she was like, well, it was natural wood on top. Mm-hmm. So it matched.
It's okay. Yeah. You knew that was coming.
Oh, dude.
You knew it was coming.
It's not going to get painted.
I bet you sometime she has you put a cap on it, though.
Maybe. Who knows? I have no idea.
But it does look really good.
Dude, you know what I did? We went over to Indiana last week, and one of the family friends over there, she used to come here like every year. And this weekend, because the Ryder Cup's getting ready to happen. I mean, Ryder Cup is like a big deal in the family because we're all golfers and all that stuff. So we all watched this thing, and like last year the last Ryder Cup that was in the U.S. I went to, which was 4 years ago, whatever. And it is so much fun. It's all like USA, like it's what you want like America to be.
Right.
Like you get there, and it doesn't matter what politics you got going on. Everybody's for the U.S. You know, and it's like they're chanting USA, you know. And then the Europeans are like, ole, 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 you know, like it's crazy, you know, it's so much fun to watch, though. You should watch it. But anyways, so this friend of mine that we visited, she's 102 years old.
Really?
102. I'm going to show you the picture of her. She's like this little itty bitty thing, and bless her heart, she is the sweetest little thing. And at 102, she is able to, like, we can sit there and have a conversation with her. You know, she's a little bit, you know, she has hearing aids, so she has a little hard time hearing, and sometimes she doesn't like quite follow the whole thing, and she'll ask a question or whatever. But for 102, dude.
Yeah, me and you won't be here.
No. Triple digits are not in our future.
Nope.
and if I was at her condition, like I'd be like, okay. To get there, I'm not bad, because she's like still living with her daughter, and she's got a good, you know, quality of life and all that stuff. But she's got cancer for the second time. I think for the third time in her life, and she's going through like radiation treatment right now at 102.
You ever think about that, about getting older, right? Because we're getting there. We're heading that direction.
Yeah, we're all going in that direction.
So when you're thinking about it, you start thinking, how long do you actually want to be here?
Right.
As long as you can function, as long as I'm functioning, I want to be here.
There's certain states, because I've been around this so much lately, and like, God bless all the people out there that work with old people, because old people are cool until, humans get nasty in the end.
Yeah.
We all turn into babies again. You're right back to somebody wiping your ass. Now, all that stuff.
That's the part that I was saying.
Exactly. Like, it's like you get stinky again. You're like, you need to be cleaned up. And like, it's just, that's the part that I don't want to get to. And this lady right here, she's 102 and she's not there.
Right.
Like, she's still doing her own thing.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man.
But you go to a lot of these homes though, and there's no guys.
Yeah. There's very few guys.
They're dead.
It's all mainly women. Yeah.
So
we're
not making 102.
No, 102 ain't happening. But speaking on the other spectrum of age, my niece, we went out there and it was her birthday, and shout out to Reagan. She's never going to be listening to our show. This is too adult. But we took her to this like indoor amusement park and everything, and we got there and she's running around the place and having a great time, and we take her she's in this like jumble gym thing that they, climb around and all this stuff. Next thing you know, we look up and she's like laying in like this area that's like a net area, and she's like going to sleep. And we're like, what's up with Reagan? Like, that's not right. And so she's like, her mom's like, you okay? Blah, blah, blah. Get down here. Let's talk. And ends up, she wasn't feeling well. And they take her to the urgent care right away, because the next day is like this big birthday she's having with all the kids are coming and all this stuff. Ends up, she's got strep throat. Dude.
Do you know how many times Jackson got strep throat? When they get to a certain age, it's like every other week they get that shit.
It was unbelievable. And then next day, at her party, she got hoarse and all this stuff. And, they got her antibiotics, and it was okay for her to be around kids and stuff. But
when the kids are a certain age,
right?
I'm telling you, to get to school, they'll catch everything.
Yeah,
everything.
They're little germ bugs.
Exactly, but their immune system builds from it.
Yeah,
so it's not a bad.
It's important for all that stuff to happen to build your immune system. But yeah, and these kids are always sick. But it was a good time. We had a good time at the thing, and she came back. Lily went to the clinic, came back, and as soon as he gave that antibiotics and a little bit of probably Tylenol or something like that, she was running around the place again. Like, it was crazy. Anyways, man, I'm still going to school. And I've been studying all this AI stuff. I mean, and when I say studying AI, I'm talking about, I have a whole list of AI things that people probably have never, way beyond ChatGPT, way beyond like Gemini. Like, there's all kinds of AI engines out there in the universe that we are unaware of. Most people are unaware of. And each one does something different. And we got to talking about like this whole class is about career trajectory. And so you are trying to figure out where you are going to go. And so I got to thinking about this, and I was like, you know what? What was G's career trajectory? Like, where did he see himself when he was 20 years old?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, when I went to school, first started off with marketing and advertising, because I was always good in sales.
Right.
So anything with sales, I was good with. So I started off that, and then I got bored with school.
Right.
I did. I mean, I can honestly say I got bored with school, and I realized that it wasn't for me. And I went out and I was like, started heading out in the world, man. And after that,
but did you have like a goal? Like, did you have like thinking? Like,
initially, yeah. Initially, I did.
So what was that goal?
It was getting the really same thing. Go out, get a good job from your education, and then just build a future. That was it. I don't think really, when you're younger, I don't think anybody really puts you on a path. Right. Some kids do. But
well, I mean, like, so some kids, we always like the classic thing, what do you want to grow up to be? I want to be a nurse. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a dentist. None of that. It was none of that. That's what my question is. Like, did you have there was actually a goal?
No.
And so I'm listening to all these people in the class that I'm in, and they're talking about, what they would like to do. But the interesting thing about life is this. everybody that's on this path, no matter if you wanted to be like a dentist or a doctor or you know, a lawyer or whatever you wanted to be, and life might not take you there. You know, there's very few people that I know that have like started off and said, I'm going to be this, and actually does it. There's people that do it, but life takes you on all this wild rides.
Yeah,
and you know what?
I took the left turn at Albuquerque, buddy. I mean, trust me.
I know you're sitting here with me. What the fuck?
But you know, going back, I mean, when I think of everything where I was at in school,
Right.
and then I just one day, I'm not kidding, I came home. I think I had like $670 some to my name.
Yeah.
I packed my shit up. I used to have a little 76 Camaro. Remember those little fastback ones?
Cool.
I packed that shit up. I had an old water bed, took that down, and I told my mom I was moving to Florida.
There you go.
She thought I was kidding. I was like, no, and I had no idea where I was going to live. Had really no money. I just packed the shit up. I knew college wasn't for me anymore, so I just packed it up and I drove that shit down to Florida. Ended up in Clearwater, Florida.
That's amazing. See, and you know, like, so I would have never in my wildest dreams ever thought I'd be a flight attendant.
No, me neither.
Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, our career trajectory wasn't like, I didn't even dream about this job. I didn't even think about the job. The job wasn't even on my radar.
Right.
But life took us to this path where, boom, here we are. And we both put in 30 plus years of doing this job. And it's just wild to like kind of think back. But here's my point to the thing is that, listen, if you're listening to this and you're thinking about, you know, you're young and you're trying to do your job and you're trying to figure out what I want to do in the future and everything. Well, guess what? It's okay not to know.
We don't know shit.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, it's okay not to know.
It really is.
Because you're going to fail.
Yep.
You know, have you been fired from a job ever, G?
No.
I got fired from a job before. Like, it's going to happen. Like, it's you. The best part about the thing is all about you actually recovering. You actually be able to get back on that horse again, get out there and prove yourself.
It's your work ethic. You can go you can go and you can fail.
Right.
1,000 times. Right? As long as you get up 1,001.
Right.
That's all that matters, because exactly what you're saying. I mean, I joked around when I said left turn Albuquerque, but it's true, because when I decided to leave, I'm like, okay, I already had to pay for some of the education. Right. And then I just packed up and I left. And next thing I know, I'm down there, and I was down in Clearwater. And next thing I know, I am at a construction site getting a job, working on a building, framing a building in like a week.
Right.
And that was it. And then I started doing that, waiting tables. And then, how I ended up being a damn flight attendant, it all came down to, they told me there'd be a bunch of girls there.
Really? And so you just decided, I'm going to apply for this?
Yeah.
There you go. And dude, hey.
They were right.
That is what life is about. I mean, you don't know where life's going to take you. And I will tell everyone out there that it doesn't really matter what's happening. You're gonna have those ups and your downs and everything. God's got a mission for you.
Yep.
Okay. And that trajectory is going to happen no matter if you like it or not, you know? And so you need to just, you know, keep going.
A year before we started doing this, we'd have never done this before. You know, this is so far out of especially my spectrum. No, this is way.
Yeah, this is way out of your wheelhouse. Yeah. I mean, the technology part for me is like, yeah, that's not out of my spectrum, but it's like, I know G was like, before we started doing this whole thing, G had like been talking to me for 2 years.
Right.
G will talk to me about all kinds of shit. Like, we should do this and we should do that. He's an idea guy. He comes up with the ideas and all this stuff, but he doesn't like to execute all the time. And so he was talking about this. We need to do this. We need to do this. We should go into business doing this. We should be doing this. But podcasts had always coming up. And finally I was like, shit or give it off the pot. We need to do this. You put your money where your mouth is and let's make it happen.
But what he forgot to tell you too is years ago when he sit there and says, I got all these ideas. Let me tell you something. I might have these ideas, but anytime that me and him did something together, what happened?
We did it well. And
exactly.
Succeeded, yeah.
We succeeded at it.
Right.
And it's just like this. When we were starting this, we knew we didn't know what the hell we were doing.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
And all we knew is that we were going to get better.
Yeah.
Each time we're going to work at it.
We're going
right?
to get better and we're going to work at
So
it.
your trajectory is you're right. It doesn't matter where you started. It only matters where you finish up.
Yeah. Well, it matters. It also, the journey matters of you to not give up.
Yeah.
Just continue to try to do, and you're going to get kicked and fall down and all that stuff. And life's going to take you in different places, but get back on that horse and keep going. Anyhow, the other part of this class I'm taking was really interesting because there's something out there that is happening in the world that people don't really understand, that's happening so fast and it's going to hit us like a storm. And that is, have you ever heard of AI agents?
No.
So AI agents are what you would call a electronic personal helper. And it's coming. And the closest example I could tell you right now is like a Surrey.
I was going to say just like a Surrey, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But we're going to have this in abundance here coming soon. Like this is just happening. The Alexas, the Surreys, and many more to come. People are going to have their own assistants with AIs where I can go in there and literally I could give a whole task of stuff to do. Surrey, I need this bill paid. I need this done. I need XYZ. I need, make sure you turn on the water sprinklers, all that shit's getting ready to come in. It's going to be a crazy, crazy world, but people are getting these things called AI agents, which is like your own personal Surrey. Pretty wild, right? What do you think about that?
I want to get you the AI agent that goes, do it your damn self, Shawn. Right? I could imagine you give this whole, hey, do this, do this, do this. Are you going to do anything?
I don't need a sarcastic AI agent.
Remember, you don't know Jack?
Yeah, you don't know Jack. Exactly.
I was like, I'm sitting there thinking, give a smart ass AI agent would be hilarious.
Right. He had the you don't know Jack attitude type of thing.
Exactly.
Give these like wisecracks and stuff like that. But yeah, the interesting thing is that we started talking about this whole thing, and there's so much stuff out there with AI right now, and people are like really like, and I'm scared that these kids are really buying into it because they latch onto it, and what happens is the like ChatGPT,
right?
They're going in there and they'll like do their homework with it, right? And they just cut and paste and put it in there, and they shouldn't be using it that way. It's okay to use ChatGPT to like look up and use it as kind of like a source of information. But the problem with ChatGPT right now is that he's like, that friend that you had or somebody that you encounter in your life, and no matter what you ask them, they're going to come up with an answer.
Right.
And they're just going to give you a bullshit answer. And you don't know if it's
right.
bullshit, but they're just like, they're playing it.
Adjust it a little bit.
Well, guess what? AI does that.
Yeah. Well, especially if it depends on how you're asking it.
Right.
Right. I mean, because that's what I found out with AI too. It's how you ask something.
Yeah. The prompting of AI is the most important. And what you're going to find is that people are going to become expert prompters,
right?
Understanding how to guide these AI agents to get you to do the correct things. And it's really cool. The more you practice at it and the more you do it, it does do a lot of cool stuff. But there's a lot of deep fake shit out there. And so what's happening is, and it's wild, like we were doing this whole exercise where we're using the one and they were creating videos. So I had them do this whole thing about creating an intro for our show. And so next thing you know, it was like this Pixar show and this guy's like carrying around a plane on his shoulder. It was a weird thing. And then all the writing in the video looked like it was like in like Soviet Union or something like that. It didn't look like English. It was like
right.
a few letters looked like it was English context, but the rest of it was all gibberish. And that's what AI is not good at right now. They can't, you can say this on the sign and it will misspell it. Like the first thing they were really bad about is like making pictures of humans or anybody, and you're like, oh, make a family holding all at a picnic, and then you'd see the family there, and like half of them would have like 6 fingers.
But that's the AI that's available to us. True. I mean, there's a lot of AI that we don't have. This
well, really, AI. That's why I was back to the beginning where
right.
I'm like, there's all these different AI engines,
right.
and yeah, there's ones that are specific to other levels of experimentation and stuff. But there's so many more. Like there's the public agents that are out there, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like if you start looking, you start Googling and finding out how many AI agents are there, or how many AI platforms are there, and ones that do different things. They're very specific on what they can do. Like there's ones that do just specifically coding. There's one that do just art. And there's one that just does writing, like, so you have to like plug into the right one. ChatGPT is the one that's kind of like a kind of general overall, but it's super interesting. I mean, I can go on and on talking about AI stuff, but that's what I've been doing, man.
It's a lot of fun though. I mean, all that new technology is a lot of fun.
Yeah. You know what? Before we go on, you know what? It's our anniversary.
Yeah, I know.
Last week was our anniversary.
We kind of missed it.
We missed
You
it.
missed our anniversary, Shawn. Now
I know
upset.
we're so wound up.
I'm
with
leaving.
Yeah. Well, hey, me and my wife, we're almost the same way. Sometimes you wake up and did I miss it? Was it like how many years has it been?
Well, we just get used to coming in here and just sitting down and talking.
Right.
So, I mean, we really didn't think about the anniversary.
No, but you know what? To our accolades, 54 episodes is in the books. We did every week. We committed to doing this show, and no matter what, we always we made the mark, right?
And we're coming up on 7,500 downloads.
Right. That's getting ready to happen in any day.
Yeah.
That is like, it's going good.
It's gonna be fun. Whenever
I'm looking forward to video.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. They'll be able to see our reactions.
Yeah, they'll be able to
Might
see
be
our
fun.
knuckleheads. Yeah, hopefully we're not the ugly guys behind the voice on the radio.
Oh, you ugly.
Now, have you ever done that? Like on a radio station, you get talking to a show, listen to a show.
Yeah,
or
you're like,
whatever,
that guy's
and
gonna
you're like, man, I wonder what these people look like. And you look them up, and you're like,
damn.
like he looks like one of the monsters on Monsters Inc.
I'm not even listening anymore. Yeah, hopefully that's not us.
It's like the nerdiest dude that has the coolest, deepest voice.
They'll be like, yeah, go back to audio.
Right. Yeah. Video's not for you, pup. Anyhow, I hope we're not that way, but we'll see. Doesn't matter. We're going to throw it at him.
Well, happy anniversary.
Yeah. Happy anniversary, G. Anyhow, G, man, what you been doing?
All right, just going to talk a little bit about a Yorkie's love. You guys know that I have a Yorkie. Well, Gemma has been the last week. Oh my gosh, she has been probably 3 o'clock in the morning. She gets this wild hair, and she has all this love that she wants to give. So she'll crawl up on my neck, starts rubbing on me, wants me to rub her. She does this for like 15 minutes. Now, if you know my relationship with that little dog is this. Now, the rest of the 23 hours and 45 minutes of the day, she will not let me pick her ass up.
Really?
No, hell no.
So she's like, oh, let me give some love. Pops, how you, you're so nice to me. Thank you for so much for making me my food.
Yeah, exactly.
And all this stuff. All right.
You've never seen. I'm true.
Get the hell away from me,
You
Gene.
have not seen anything like it. As soon as she gets her 15, 20 minutes in, she'll go back and then she'll lay down. Now, for the rest of the 23 hours and 45 minutes, she'll look at me and all she wants to do is play. Get a damn ball, get a rope, whatever it is, she gets this thing, and then we play tug of war, and then she will come at me like a damn little Doberman. But for those 15 or 20 minutes, she does it at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, no.
At 3 a.m.
No.
You can't get mad. You can't.
Oh, I could.
No, you can't. You know something?
I might have like a involuntary reaction of like flicking my arm and she go flying across the room. Jim ain't nothing but like the size of about a baseball.
No, I can't get mad, man. I actually appreciate that 15 or 20 minutes of her little love. And then I'm like, okay, it's back to normal. There she is.
Yeah.
But no, and then this week I had this elderly couple. They came on the plane. He was a Vietnam vet, and this woman, I had taken him down to Lauderdale. They went on a cruise on Celebrity, and what a nice couple. I mean, it's so refreshing when you get these people that are so sweet. They're elderly, they appreciate every little thing that you do. And I walked her, we walked hand in hand because they didn't have the wheelchair. And, her husband was put in the wheelchair and he was a Vietnam vet. And we walked up and we were just talking. And it's so nice talking to these elderly people. There's so many wonderful people in the world. And, you look at them, you think of how many years and what they went through. And you think of him too, right? Because he was a black gentleman, but, and you think, what was it like for him in Vietnam? Back you think about that. And I think about when he was young, going back and being sent to Vietnam.
Think about this, but like you're a young teenager that you get thrown into a cesspool of humans coming from all walks of life, and there is a huge faction of people there that hate you just because of the color of your skin.
Right.
Okay. And you are forced to get along with them because this is the guy that's protecting your back.
Right.
And, in the military racism and all that stuff goes out the window real quick, because when you start thinking about life and death and, the only way I'm going to survive is with the guy next to me.
Right.
You're like, that's some crazy shit.
That's exactly what I was thinking about is like what he went through back then in Vietnam. And this guy was incredible. And then his wife was she was so warm, and like I said, we gave a little hug, and then they went on your way. But then the other part that pissed me off is like, when you get these wheelchair people, they don't show up, right?
The wheelchair helpers,
they don't show up.
Yeah, I hate that.
You get like one or two of them, and then you got these elderly people you want to help them out, but then they don't show up.
Yeah, that's the worst when you have to have you have to wait,
right?
Like you're waiting for some of the assistance when we know we're scheduled and all that stuff. And today's technology, like all that stuff is fed. We know it's all ahead of time, and they know exactly what it is. We got readouts and all this stuff. It's in everybody's computers, but nobody shows up.
Right. And I'm touching on this one again because, again, happened in the terminal again this week. You guys, when you're talking on your phones and you're walking, pay attention, because look,
somebody not step out of the way.
Damn, it's like I'm behind them. I'm trying to, how you try to shoot the gap,
right?
And you see them, they're walking at an angle, and then they walk right into you, and they act like it was your fault,
dude.
It's just irritating.
I know. Well, you don't even have to be on their phone. You have those people, those crooked walkers,
right? But these guys are on their phone, crooked walking.
Like they literally like they have their walk cants them to the left a little bit, and they just keep on sliding, and you're trying to walk right around them, and you're getting wider and wider and wider. You're like almost
like a tractor beam.
in.
Right. It's like a tractor beam. It's like they're coming right at you.
You're like,
unbelievable, man. But this week had to talk about this. You've noticed that there's been a lot more evacuations?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's been going on in the industry
all over the world.
Right. But
right.
The plane evacuations, it's gone up quite a bit.
Dude, this is the crazy thing. It can happen at any time. Like yesterday, today, I flew today, went down to, where did I go today? Oh, I did a triangle today. Right. I'm so tired I can't even remember what I did today.
You had to work.
Yeah, I had to actually work. I got up at 2:45 this morning, and I flew over to Dallas and down to Orlando and back up to Cleveland. And then the day before, though, we hit some turbulence, man. Have you been having turbulence?
Quite a bit.
But we were floating, dude.
Yep.
I hadn't floated for a while. Like I was like, we were hitting it, and all of a sudden it was like, whoa. And I'm like, okay, done. I'm done.
Strap in.
I'm out. I'm strapping in. I'm like, as soon as we start getting that floating sensation, I'm gonna be sitting down for sure. Like, you don't even want to be there to that situation. But it was, people still know seatbelts are fastened and stupid stuff.
But what's been going on in the last couple of weeks is that they've been having a lot of evacuations, emergencies that are on airplanes having to evacuate. Could be smoke in the cabin, could be fire, could be any reason of evacuations. But what killed me was the FAA came out and they were basically saying that they wanted the airlines to give the flight attendants more training.
Yeah.
On evacuations.
I'm just saying right now, just for every flight attendant in the world, that's some bullshit.
That's bullshit.
That is big bullshit.
Because
Like,
we're trained on evacuations.
Yeah.
We evacuate the shit out of airplanes.
we know what we're doing.
Right.
The problem is that everybody and all the passengers out there, they choose not to do that. And also here it is. There's a human reaction factor in that. I mean, we don't know where everybody comes from, but your valuables, whatever you consider your valuables, are the things that you're going to grab trying to leave anywhere, right?
Right.
That's just normal. But I mean, to blame that on the flight attendants and that we need more training to like get them to not do it. I mean, I haven't had to evacuate a plane, but I could see myself literally somebody coming around the corner with a bag and me throwing the bag right out the door and pushing him out the fucking door.
Oh yeah,
Dude, you're impeding.
But you know,
traffic.
even doing that though, Shawn,
Right.
Trying to grab a bag away from someone in the process of evacuation,
Right. You
that's
don't even
just
want
slowing down.
everything down.
You're just getting their ass out of that plane. Even if they got the bag, they're going with it.
Right.
Because it doesn't matter at that point. Truthfully, if that person has it, what happens is the timing that it takes them to get the bag out of the overhead bin, which impedes other people from getting off the aircraft. So the evacuation time is slower. So what they're doing is that they're seeing that the evacuation time is slower, but that's internally. That's
Right.
inside the airplane.
Yeah.
You can't stop them.
The cascade of like the slowdown of traffic, the people that are at the very end of the ones are the ones that suffer for this.
You
whole
can't
thing.
stop them. You
Right.
can't. By the time they get to us at the door, they're going out with the bag.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go out with the bag no matter what.
Because if we pull that bag, all we're gonna have is a bunch of freaking bags sticking
Yeah,
at the
no.
door, blocking an exit, and you know who they're gonna blame at that point.
Yeah, that would be us.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So your ass is going out with the bag. So that's what was killing me though when I was reading this, and the FAA was saying that the flight attendants need more training. No, it doesn't. What it is that if there's a video, and they have a clear shot, and if your face getting off with a bag, you should
Fine
get
'em.
fined.
You should find them.
Yeah, because you just jeopardize the lives of everybody else on the airplane. That if the emergency happens, you agreed to leave that damn bag and get your ass off the plane.
And that's the approach that FAA should take into the whole thing, because if they start finding people when they're having these evacuations, because they always come from the point of like trauma. So like, oh, they just went through this whole trauma. We're not going to give more trauma to them, but they're violating one of the rules that they've made. And if they don't enforce those rules, it's going to continue to happen. But as soon as they start hearing, oh, you know, this plane evacuated and 50 passengers got fined for taking bags off the plane,
right.
impeding traffic and everything, but you know, et cetera. That's how they enforce it. Not by retraining us. Like,
Right.
We're doing and we know what to do. But you can't force somebody to do something. We're not enforcers. We're informers.
Yeah. And during an evacuation, if you really think about it logically, if the person in the last row tries to get their bag
Mm-hmm.
and the person in the first row tries to get their bag,
Right.
you just 25 seconds of evacuation, you just impeded that. Right.
Dude.
And-
One of the biggest, if you look in the history of like evacuations and stuff, and one of that collision that happened with the two aircrafts that caught on fire out in LA, and this is long time ago, and that was a perfect example of what had happened. And they had a confrontation in the cabin trying to get out, and they were fighting to try to get past each other and all that stuff. And they delayed the evacuation in this plane on fire for just, I want to recall it was like 5 seconds. That 5 seconds cost like 13 people their lives.
Right.
Because they couldn't get out of the exit. They were blocking the exit because they were arguing over it.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. And it's all internal. It's not, the flight attendants are at both ends of the airplane, going to evacuate the airplane. Okay. You have got to look at it. If these guys get off the plane and they have their bag, then you find them exactly that. And that will take care of it. Don't put that back on the flight attendants, because that's not us. Because when we go to training, trust me, we evacuate planes.
Right. We don't train with bags.
No.
Like we had our bags on there too. Like there's our bags on. I've never heard of a flight attendant going back and getting their bags. You know, like they're never ever in history, right? You've never seen that. The flight attendant gets off the plane. If they're going to get off the plane with something,
Gone.
Only thing we take off that plane is what? Safety equipment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We need equipment for whatever situation we're in. I'm going into water. Hey, we might need to go back and get the RAF.
Right.
You know, we might need to go back and get the megaphone or the transmitters and things like that. That's the only thing.
Land evacuation, the only thing you're going to grab is a megaphone. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing megaphone. That's it. But, you know, what they were saying, I just think it was bullshit because you need to go after the people that are actually taking the bags because they're the ones that are impeding the evacuation. Once they get to the flight attendant at the door, your ass is going out the door.
Yeah.
Right?
Reevaluate that.
Exactly.
FAA.
Yeah. You just need to think about that one because I think that you're wrong on that one.
Sure.
But I was flying with this dude this past week. He was so damn funny. And we were talking about Blake.
Balake.
You know what his name was?
What's that?
A.A. Ron.
His was A.A. Ron.
A.A. Ron. That was his name. He was A.A. Ron.
A.A. Ron.
He was getting the biggest kick out of that. I was calling him A.A. Ron. He's from Trinidad.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Did he have an accent?
He does a little bit. But, you know, he was really cool. I liked flying with him. We were getting into these long conversations. He had been flying about 2 years. And we were talking about things about, contract negotiations and stuff like that. And then he got into this conversation about, you know what he did before?
No.
He worked redoing cell towers.
Redoing, like reconditioning or updating them?
Updating.
Or?
So
Okay.
he would go up anywhere from, they're like smaller ones, 150 feet. And then the larger one's 300 feet. Now, could you?
No, hell no.
Okay. Could you imagine climbing up 300 feet to a cell tower in Cleveland in the middle of wintertime?
There's no way. It's like those guys that are like put together those windmills and stuff, you know, like all that height stuff for me. I mean, there's all these safety precautions and you're strapped in and all that stuff, but regardless, man.
I'm talking about the freaking freezing cold. Could you imagine? Do you remember
cold.
A Christmas Story?
I don't do good in cold.
Could you imagine being up there at Christmas Story?
That'd be a bitch if you had to been like get stuck to the metal, like your cheek gets stuck to the metal and you're up there.
Well, I asked him, I was like, okay, so you're 300 feet up.
Right.
It's the middle of winter time in Cleveland. What do you do when you got to pee? He starts laughing. He goes, well, sometimes you just got to go in a bottle. And I'm at 300 feet.
At 300 feet.
Freezing cold.
Yeah. No, he was pissing in the wind. That's what he was doing. Somebody down below somewhere was like, damn, is it raining?
Okay, so yeah, rain. Now imagine it pouring down a sheet and rain,
Oh, hell
300 feet up there. Now imagine that it's blistering hot, 100 degrees.
No.
Sitting out there. So we started talking. We started talking about the difference in the job now. Because I always said, as being a flight attendant, at work,
Right.
if you are working 15% of your day, 85% of your day, you're kind of just like, checking on people, right? But 15% of your day, you're working hard. You're actually out there, and the rest of the time, it's a maintenance program on a flight, right? Safety, maintenance, everything like that.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, did you do that on the cell tower? He was like, oh hell no, and I was like, then don't complain.
Yeah, don't complain. Yeah, and look at where you could be.
Don't complain because here as a flight attendant, if you're good at your job, you're only working like 15-20% of your day.
Yeah,
you know that.
His career trajectory was a good change.
Yeah, no more peeing in the wind.
No more sliding down, climbing down poles to go poop.
I did ask him that one too, and he was like, "Oh no, you got to come down.
you got to come down for that one." Right.
No number twos.
No number twos at altitude.
Nope.
But see, in our job, we can do that.
Yeah. A mile up.
Right. At least.
That's bad.
Yeah.
So, what I noticed too, coming through security all the time in different airports, it's always on the outside there.
Outside?
Yeah, like when you come through security,
Mm-hmm.
do you ever notice like the types of little shops that they have right outside security?
No.
All unhealthy shit.
Oh, yeah.
It is. You come through there and the first thing you get hit is like the smell of Cinnabon.
Yeah.
Right? Or you get like Annie M's pretzels.
So you're talking about going through security, and once we get into the airport, like the airport, it's normally like you're getting released into like a food court or something like that. And most of a lot of the airports.
Right.
It's all shit food.
It's all shit food. As soon as you come in, it's like that. You remember how they used to do the popcorn? They blow the smell of popcorn in the theaters.
Yeah.
And then so you walk through security, and the first thing that you do is like you smell Cinnabon. Over there's Dunkin' Donuts. And then so you get sugar, right? You get sugar.
Right.
And then their coffee is, have you ever had their coffee?
Cinnabons?
No.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
so the cream and sugar.
Yeah.
So you get sugar on top of sugar, right? With sugar.
And?
Healthy. Healthy. I
don't think anybody going there is saying, can I get a healthy cup of Joe?
No, but it's like that everywhere. I was walking through this airport the other day. Smash burger.
Yeah. All the you know what? Like all the food. First of all, we're Americans, and we are in this death trap right now of terrible fast food, right? Like fast food is everywhere. Like here in our city, they got our little tiny town, north, south, and east on every road leaving out of the city, there's a Taco Bell. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, how many Taco Bells do you need in one little tiny town? You know, there's 3 McDonald's on each one of those exits as well.
Do you still eat Taco Bell?
Dude, I can't, man. At my age,
I don't even think
man,
that's real. That shit is not good.
I'm serious. Like before I do a colonoscopy, I just go to Taco Bell.
That's true. This shit will clean you out.
Shit. Oh, dude. And when I was young and stuff, it was like, I guess my stomach could take that. But now that I'm old, man, it's like, literally, it's like.
Everything that goes in is coming out south.
Yeah, it should be like.
It's going south.
Yeah. Taco Marilax or something like it.
It's going south.
Burrito Marilax. Something. Like,
so
it's terrible.
I was going through TSA the other day. And this other thing, you guys as passengers, don't get mad at the TSA agent when your ass comes into the pre-check line and you're not pre-check.
Yeah, you're not.
Don't get mad at him. I'm just telling you, I just want to say don't get mad at him because
it cracks me up that people do that.
Yeah.
They do that all the time. Like, what? I have to walk to this other security? Well, you don't got a membership.
Exactly. You're in the short line. There's a reason why it's short.
Yeah, all these people paid to get the membership. You didn't pay.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
just because you're confused and went in the wrong entrance doesn't mean you get to come in.
Okay, now I'm going to follow up on that. Now, in pre-check, if you wonder why that flight attendant and those crews are cutting in security line.
If you wonder why?
Yeah, because you get the attitude.
Sure.
I got it just the other day, and I know I get it. You're pissed. You had to stand there, but this is our job, and the only reason that we are there is because we got random.
Yep.
And that happens. So we try to go through known crew member, but what happens is just like everyone else, we get random, and we have to go through security, and they give us a right to cut in line, and we want to do it fast.
Yeah.
We don't want to be mean.
Can you imagine having this job? Like, we didn't have those rights.
Nope.
And then
we
had to go and come to work every day. And
every flight would be late.
We didn't know how long the lines are that day or what's happening or how much the volume of passengers we're going to have that day. And we get there and we had to wait in like an hour and a half line, 3 hours, whatever. Like, can you imagine how many planes would be delayed?
Tell you, I mean, just the other day, a couple of the pilots were in. There was an accident on 71. They were backed up on 71.
Yep.
Flight was delayed an hour and a half. Yep. So if you think that that's bad, you put one flight attendant at the front of security, one in the middle, and one in the back with the pilots in the back. Your ass ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So just don't get mad. I mean, we're not doing it because we're trying to be rude.
Yeah.
It's just that we got to get to the plane. We got to get there and get shit done so you guys can so these planes can get out on time.
Right.
So just don't get mad. I mean, I caught a little bit of an attitude this last week. That's all right. I catch it every once in a while.
Well, you don't ever give him that big, you walk up to him and like, excuse me, like, hello, crew, stand back. You don't give him that?
No, I give him, hey guys, I'm sorry, but I have to jump in there. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Right. And they look there and then the one is like,
I don't say anything. I kind of just give him an elbow.
Do you?
Well, when I want to. That's the only time I can get him. Get them when you can.
We're not being mean.
No,
Except
no.
Shawn. Shawn give you the elbow.
We don't do that shit. We go in there, we ask politely, man, step in, and most people are cooperative, but
Is that your-
every now and then.
That's your crew elbow.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's go around the globe. All
Around the
right.
globe.
So I was reading this article and they were talking about, and I thought this was kind of funny. They were saying that the major cruise lines suspended the Caribbean destination now, and the reason why they suspended this, I'm going to go a little bit further with this, but the reason why they suspended it is because of safety concerns about kidnappings. So they stopped to the private port of Haiti.
Haiti.
So wait a minute.
No kidnappings happening there.
So
Come on.
First of all, Shawn, so if you're going on a cruise, all right,
Yeah.
and the destination was known to have, safety concerns here and there about kidnappings,
Yeah.
you getting off the boat?
No.
I'm not even going.
As much as I might want that bottle of rum, I'm not going.
So if this week they said, well, the kidnappings are down, everybody's welcome back in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're safe now.
Oh, yeah. Let's go to Haiti, right?
Dude. No. I hate it when that happens.
That was bad.
Yeah. Listen, all I got to say is management's not always smart.
Really?
Can we start there?
No.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Please, God.
Amen. You're supposed to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you to be smart management.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And, if you're gonna avoid and suspend Caribbean, suspend it. Don't go there.
Right.
Like cancel the ships and stop doing it until those countries behave or whatever you want to do. Or pick another route.
Could you imagine? Okay, think about that. If you booked a flight, or if you booked a cruise, and they stopped them, and then the week that you're coming, they're like, okay, we're going to go.
Yeah, we're going to go. We got a new destination for you.
Hey, guess
Haiti.
what? There was only like 3 kidnappings.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's all down.
Yeah.
It's trending down. We think it's okay.
All right, so here's what's been going on too. This is another thing that they've been talking about in the news was these passengers that are paying for these, the cheap seats,
Sure.
right? And we have a lot of the economy plus seats that are available
Yeah.
on some of the flights now. I mean, it's that time of year.
Depends on the airline too. Like,
Right.
not all airlines have 2 different classifications in economy.
right? But you say that you have room in the forward part of the cabin, which is more leg room.
Right.
All the other airlines, every airline pays for it. You got to pay for it. But the people in back, so it's completely packed back there, and they look like sardines.
Yeah.
And there's like 20 people in the front part.
Sure.
So all these people are getting pissed because they're sitting there saying, "Well, you should let us move up to be comfortable."
Right. This ain't a bus.
Nope.
Last time I checked, there's only one plane out there that's yellow. It's not most of them.
Nope.
Okay. And you pay for whatever you want to get.
Right.
It's kind of like the same thing with we always get that person in the last row, oh man, how did I get this seat? You bought the damn ticket. That's how you got it.
Exactly. That's the same thing if you're like 6'6" and you bought that crappy ass seat in the back.
Right. Oh man.
And then you go blame the flight attendant.
My legs don't fit in here. Can I move?
They were that size when you bought the ticket.
Right.
Right.
Right. This didn't sneak up on you.
No, your legs were the same size, but yet you're getting mad. You're getting mad at the airline and the flight attendants because they're refusing to let you move up into the place with more leg room.
Yeah.
Those people paid for that. So if they get an extra 2 or 3 seats, hey, what? They did a good job.
Yeah.
They got a good value for their money. They paid like $70 extra and they got a whole room. Now you look like a sardine can.
Dude, I am always baffled by those people, those large people. And I don't care which direction you want to go, horizontal or vertical.
Right. I already know.
Cannot. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why you don't just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself.
Yep.
Like, listen, I like to travel and I like to travel in comfort. I mean, the last thing I'm going to do, I want to be squished up on somebody, right?
Mhm.
I mean, if I have to get on a plane and I have to be in that situation because I got to get to a certain situation, I will do that. But for the most part, if I'm voluntarily just going someplace, I'm definitely not going to preempt my travel to say, put me into a sardine can. Right?
There's no way you're going in the back.
There no way.
No, you're going
No.
into the plus section.
Yeah, for sure.
So, okay, they had this flight that was traveling from Charlotte to Las Vegas. Also got a little bit crazy. A 47-year-old passenger threatened a crew member and assaulted a flight attendant. Eventually, they were duct taped to their seat.
Dude, you know what?
Where do they get duct tape? Who carries that?
So here's this. Some airlines that are out there, instead of handcuffs, they have duct tape.
Really?
So they have a roll of duct tape that they have instead of handcuffs. So like, our airline, we got wire ties, right? So we're gonna put them in wire ties. But these other people got duct tapes.
I want duct tape.
But I want duct tape too, because I want to duct tape. I want to like mummy their ass onto the seat. Like just, I don't know if this is good enough.
You better hope there ain't an emergency because there's only one person that ain't getting off that plane.
Right. Yeah.
That duct tape person.
I'm telling you, they'd have to get some like serious shears to get them out of my seat.
They got some good videos, man, of those passengers being duct taped though.
It's crazy, dude. Crazy. But I guess, that's, you get it, whatever. That's their procedure. Duct tape.
So you got another passenger that he was pissed off because they gave their child his $300 seat.
His $300 kit. So when they got on a plane, here's this child sitting in his seat, and he's like pissed because this child's sitting in his $300 seat.
Yeah, and so they had to put him in another seat. Probably why? Came up late,
right?
Wasn't showing up.
At certain points in a lot of the airlines policies out there, if you're not there at a certain period of time, they start releasing the seats and be like, okay, that person that's showing up, we need to put other bodies in there. And if little Joey got it before you, so be it.
If you getting in an argument with a little kid,
right?
That ain't gonna go well. All right, so here you had a passenger complain to a flight attendant he actually complained to another flight attendant that the other flight attendant wouldn't serve him unless he took off both his headphones. Like, you're gonna love this one. So he took off one, but the person wouldn't serve him unless he took both of them off.
So like one ear was exposed, but the other ear still had his music or whatever going on.
She just didn't feel like he was completely tuned in.
I don't think he was.
So yeah,
that's hilarious.
But it's not going to go over well.
No,
right?
No.
I mean, truthfully, it's not going to go over well. As much as we don't like headphones,
right?
As long as you partially tune in, right? Yeah. You're going to get something to drink. I ain't going to do that to you. You're going to get something to drink, but hey, tune in.
Dude, man. I mean, I just hate that people tune us out, and then if we miss them or whatever the situation is, and they feel like they're being neglected, it's because they did it to them their own damn selves. Like, listen, if we're out there in the aisle serving, pay attention to what we're doing, and we're like most people are like frequent flyers nowadays. You get very rare. Have you seen this is my first flight? We get them, but it's not the common thing. The common denominator is you've had your ass on a flight and know how it works.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So good grief.
All right, gotta love this next one. A 13-year-old boy. He got inside the wheel well. We talked about these before. Now he traveled 94 minutes. Right, 94-minute flight from Kabul to Delhi on the 21st of September. Survived.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
That's lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Pretty impressive, though. I mean, not exactly the way I travel, but, something for a 13-year-old kid. They said when they put him back, they gave him a seat in the cabin.
They must they must not have went too high in altitude for him. That's probably the only thing that saved his life because they didn't get up to they didn't shoot up to 35,000.
That shit was cold, though. I don't care how.
Oh, yeah. No matter what.
Imagine how cold that'd be.
Yeah. Even in those desert countries and stuff like that, it still gets cold at altitude.
Yeah. Hey, before we get out of here, I just want to say Spirit Airlines, they're cutting 1,800 flight attendants' jobs very soon. We just wanted to tell you guys, take care of yourself. We've been there.
We have been there.
We've been there
multiple
trust me.
times.
And you guys just keep it together and see what happens, and then just realize, there's if it doesn't work out, there's always a place that you can go, and hopefully it does, and you guys will get back together, and you'll start flying again, and be on the plane soon. But again, our hearts go out to you, and we hope that it all turns out well.
Hey, G, I heard there's a cell tower repair position open.
Ron.
All I'm saying is that you don't know where
he's going to listen to this.
This is where full circle. We don't know where life trajectory is happening. And listen, just because of this furlough and all this stuff, keep going.
Exactly.
Keep going. This is just a stumbling block. You know, you can just, you don't know where life's getting ready to take you, but believe me, it's all for the better.
And one more thing, Ron, if you're listening, send us an email.
Send us an email, Ron.
All right, Shawn, take us out with a quote.
All right, you know what the quote of the day is it does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop.
That's what we just said about everything else, right?
Boom. The whole episode. This is what it's about, man. Just keep your focus forward. Don't look back. Just keep going. I mean, I can't tell you, and G could attest to this. I try everything in life.
Yep.
Like, I have been into so much shit, and it seems like I haven't done nothing. Like, I've always I try stuff, and there's the majority of it, it's shit, but just keep going.
But okay. To talk about that for a second before we get out here. The only way that you'll find out if that iron in the fire is the one is that if you keep putting them. So, I'll give you that, man. You're right. You've tried many, many things, but the thing is that you just keep putting them in there, and one day it's going to be the right one.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
No. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be like the, pinnacle of success. Like, you don't have to be like, I don't have to become a superstar. I don't have to, like, I can just succeed to a level that I'm comfortable with, and I can move on to something else. Like, you don't have to be the best at something, or you don't have to be like the richest and all that stuff. You can just try things and find out, the experience in itself, and that putting it all together is really what makes you such a better person. Just having all those different types of experiences and understanding how the world and people work and all that stuff. That's where it's at.
And remember, I got here because I took that left turn at Albuquerque. So, hey, you guys have a good week.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun, and we will see you next week. Happy anniversary, Shawn.
Happy anniversary.
And we will see you guys next time on Cabin Pressure.
That's all, folks.
That was good. See you.
Thanks for flying with us today on Cabin Pressure with Shawn and G. If you laughed, learned, or just enjoyed hanging out, don't keep it to yourself. Tell a friend. Share the love and help us grow this crazy ride. Want to support the show and help us reach our goal of launching video by the end of the year? Check out our official merch at cabinpressuremerch.shopify.com. From teas to travel goodies, every purchase helps the cabin pressurize and banter flowing. Until next time, keep your seatbelt fastened, your tray tables up, and your sense of humor on standby. Bye.